the situation for Jadon Sancho is still the same as yesterday night. Here we are. Welcome back. Crazy hours, guys. Crazy hours. Many things happening. Finally, Merino is official. We had the here we go Manu Ugarte. Mamardashvili Liverpool is signed. So many things are happening. I see many of you asking me, guys, on Raheem Sterling, Jadon Sancho. So let's start with this one, and then we go into the others. Wait, let me check this. My phone is burning. Okay, so, guys, I see many questions receiving from you today about the situation of Sancho and Raheem Sterling. To be honest, that Sancho can leave Man United is not news to me. It's something that we have been saying for weeks, so it's not new at all. I can tell you that the situation for Jadon Sancho is still the same as yesterday night. So Juventus are in discussion with the agents of Jadon Sancho and with Manchester United. You were in talks for a loan deal with the buy clause. Manchester United want the buy clause to be an obligation to buy. Juventus want it to be an option to buy. There is a discussion ongoing on the salary, how much Juventus want to cover. But to be honest, I saw many of your questions about Sancho can leave. Today there were reports. I've always been telling you guys in August that Sancho can leave Man United, and this remains the feeling. Then what about Chelsea? For Chelsea, as I told you also yesterday, and I'm telling you all these days, Chelsea consider Sancho an opportunity. If Man United want to take one player in the deal, could be Raheem Sterling or any other player who is in the list of the players expected to leave Manchester United, for example, Ben Chilwell and many others. In that case, Man United are more than happy to do in the deal because Chelsea are more than happy to do the deal because Chelsea position is we are happy to sign Jadon Sancho if Man United take one of the players we don't want to have in the squad. So, for example, Raheem Sterling out of the project is a player that for Chelsea would be absolutely perfect as part of this deal. This is an idea. This is an opportunity. The two clubs are aware of this opportunity, but at the moment, still nothing agreed, still nothing done. Again, is an opportunity. And then Juventus, Man United, agents of Sancho, negotiations continue. So Juventus are absolutely still there. I know in the last few hours we are hearing about Chelsea, but it's not only Chelsea. For Chelsea, it's an opportunity. They're thinking about it based on what Manchester United will do with Sterling. For Juventus, it's a negotiation, and it's a negotiation ongoing. Today, Juventus signed 10 Cup miners from Atalanta. It's a done deal. It's a here we go, but they're still working on the deal for Jadon Sancho. Many of your questions on Federico Chiesa, guys. Yesterday, it was an exclusive news. Here, live, Chiesa, Liverpool talks. Today, let me tell you that Liverpool are talking. Liverpool are working on this deal for Federico Chiesa. So Liverpool are talking to Juventus. Liverpool are talking to the agent of the player. Liverpool are understanding the conditions of the deal. Juventus want around 15 million euros, but also the player is out of contract next summer. So he's a potential free agent in January. So how much Federico Chiesa wants for his salary? This is also a crucial point that Liverpool are discussing. So it's about the salary, the transfer fee, talks ongoing between Liverpool, Juventus, and the agents of Chiesa. Let's see what's going to happen. But obviously, and remember this point, if Chiesa goes to Liverpool, this could help, obviously, Juventus to improve their proposal, for example, for Jadon Sancho. So we have to see how this domino will go in the next days, in the next hours, because actually today could be still an important day for the negotiations for Jadon Sancho with Juventus in talks and with this Chelsea idea, but also what is gonna happen for Federico Chiesa, because there are talks ongoing for Federico Chiesa between Liverpool and Juventus. So guys, I gave you the exclusive news yesterday. Today, be patient. As soon as something will be decided for Chiesa, we will keep you posted. Then let me tell you something also. I wanted to mention some more important things to say today. So one is about Arsenal, and it's about the goalkeeper situation. Deal off for Justin Below to Southampton from Feyenoord. The deal was done. He had the medical. The medical was failed, and so the player returns to Feyenoord. Now they are considering Southampton a move for Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale was always in the list and now could be an option. Arsenal want a loan with obligation, so a permanent transfer for Ramsdale, because this is the only way to sign Juan Garcia, the goalkeeper from Espanyol, as backup option for David Raya. So this is the idea. Agreement Arsenal, Juan Garcia, but still waiting to see what happens with Ramsdale. Then guys, here we go. here we go. I wanted to give you on Joao Cancelo, because Joao Cancelo completed medical test at Hilal today. First part of medical test. Then, as always, when players do medical test, they do a first part in Europe and the second part in Saudi. Joao Cancelo did the first part of medical test in Paris today for Al Hilal, and now there is a verbal agreement with Al Hilal. So Joao Cancelo to Al Hilal is here we go. There is an agreement in place between Cancelo and Al Hilal on the contract, 3-year deal, 15 million euros, and also included per season net salary. Then important to mention on Joao Cancelo also that Manchester City are receiving 25 million euros. So this is the transfer fee, as I told you yesterday, 25 million euros to Man City from Al Hilal for Joao Cancelo. Now Al Hilal have the verbal agreement, the medical is done, they're waiting to sign the contracts. So let's wait for all the contracts and documents to be signed, and then Joao Cancelo can be considered a new Al Hilal player. But the verbal agreement for Joao Cancelo is done. This is the point. Guys, for Sancho, I keep saying many questions. Really, in the next hours, we will understand more. As I told you, there are two ways, two possibilities. So the first one remains Juventus, because trust me, Juventus are still there. Juventus are still working on the deal with Jadon Sancho, with the agent and with Man United. But the salary and the formula of the deal is crucial. Man United want an obligation, and Man United want Juve to pay an important part of the salary of Sancho. And then on the other side, Chelsea only, as I told you yesterday, so I'm repeating myself, only if Man United take a Chelsea player who is not part of the project, like Raheem Sterling. So the Sancho-Chelsea story is more on Man United than on Chelsea. Chelsea obviously say, if they take Raheem Sterling, we don't trust him anymore, and we sign Jadon Sancho, for us, makes sense. He's a player we can get, and so it's okay. So it depends on Man United, if they want to take Sterling, if they want to take Chilwell, if they want to take one of these players. Because Chelsea going there and spending big money on Sancho at the moment is something that the club is not considering. So it has to be a swap. Let's see what's going to happen with Juventus still working on this deal. And then, guys, let me tell you something on Victor Osimhen. I wanted to tell you something on Victor Osimhen because it's another important story for this deal. So, today, on Victor Osimhen, many of you started sending me things like Paris Saint-Germain are going to bid for Victor Osimhen, Paris Saint-Germain are in negotiations for Victor Osimhen. Guys, the information I can give you is that the last contact between Osimhen and Paris Saint-Germain was in the final week of July. That was the last moment when Victor Osimhen agents or Napoli spoke to PSG. Then PSG, at the end of July, disappeared for Victor Osimhen. So that's the story. Paris Saint-Germain are not working on a deal for Victor Osimhen. Today, then, if tomorrow morning they wake up, I will let you know. But today, Paris Saint-Germain are absolutely not working on a deal for Victor Osimhen. That's the story. Then, I can guarantee to you that this time is 5:38 p.m. in Italy. I can guarantee to you that Chelsea and Al Ahly are both still working on the Victor Osimhen deal. In a different way, because Al Ahly have an agreement with Napoli. I told you in the last few days, Al Ahly have an agreement. It's 65 million euros. So Al Ahly and Napoli are okay. Now what's missing is the agreement Osimhen Al Ahly. But I can guarantee to you that Al Ahly are still working and trying to convince Victor Osimhen to reach an agreement with Victor Osimhen. So Al Ahly are still there, trying to reach an agreement with Victor. But Chelsea are also still there. Chelsea are still interested in the situation of Osimhen. Chelsea are still having contacts for Victor Osimhen. Today we had many stories on Ivan Toney, but Ivan Toney could be the option for Al Ahly if they don't sign Osimhen, or for Chelsea if they don't sign Osimhen. But both clubs, Chelsea and Al Ahly, as of today, Tuesday afternoon, are still thinking of Victor Osimhen, working on Victor Osimhen, and trying to understand what's going to happen with Victor Osimhen. So Chelsea and Al Ahly are on the race. Paris Saint-Germain, as of today, not working on the Osimhen deal. Guys, that's the story. We will have to be very much attentive to the situation. Remember one crucial thing. Victor Osimhen has no intention to give up on his salary. So Victor Osimhen wants his salary paid in full if he has to go to Chelsea, to Al Ahly, or wherever. He wants his salary paid in full. So that's the point. Kino is saying that's not an update. My friend, ask to those who say that Osimhen is going to Paris Saint-Germain. Because today at lunchtime, people are saying that Osimhen is going to Paris Saint-Germain. I'm telling you that Chelsea are working on a deal for Osimhen. So Chelsea are still there. Remember, Chelsea are still there. And I'm telling you that Al Ahly are also still there. So while many people say, but the agent say that Al Ahly is not leaving Europe. No, Al Ahly are still working on this one. Al Ahly are still insisting, are still trying. But Chelsea are also still there. So it's Al Ahly, Chelsea. So that's the point, guys. I will let you know what's going to happen. Crazy day for Sancho, for Osimhen, for all the others. Mikel Merino is official. Mamardashvili is signed. It will be official soon. So, guys, stay tuned. Many things to say. Will be a crazy, crazy week. See you soon. Ciao.